buns and I cannot lie. You other brothers can't deny. I don't know. Something like that. Hey guys, it's Meredith. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing 3 different buns for you guys. So if you'll stick around, I'll show you how to get this bun and 2 other buns. So I've already brushed all my hair out, and I really like to use scrunchies when I put my hair up a lot of the time. I literally have one of these on my wrist all the time. Yeah, that's right, I'm a 90s kid. What? Wearing my plaid flannel today and my scrunchie in my hair. Just being like Monica from Friends. There's another 90s reference for you. I am going to use my scrunchie a lot of the time to be doing my hair. So you can use a rubber band if that works better for you. I just like to use this, and I feel like it is easier on my hair. I feel like when I use rubber bands, it tends to rip my hairs out and is rougher on my hair in general. So I like to use scrunchies because I just feel like it's more gentle on my hair. Especially when you're putting your hair up high, the crown of your head, usually those are where your hairs break a lot. So I just feel like the scrunchie really helps prevent breakage for me. The first bun I'm going to do for you guys is something that I do to my hair probably like 4 times a week, and I wear my hair like this all the time. If you don't have really long hair, this may not work for you, so I'm sorry about that, but this is something that's really easy to do if you do have longer hair like I have. So I just flipped my head over and I'm just gathering all of my hair into my hands. And this doesn't have to like look nice or neat. I don't really care if my hair on my head right here looks really smoothed out. It doesn't bother me if there's bumps, so it's just whatever you feel like doing. I'm just taking this flat brush from Walmart. I think it's from Walmart. It doesn't even have a brand name on it, so. But I'm just brushing it through the back side of my hair to make sure all my hair gets into my hand. Now that I have all of my hair, I'm just going to put the scrunchie around once. And then I'm going to twist it and put it around my hair a second time. But this time I'm not going to pull my hair all the way through. And I'm leaving, you can see how much I pulled through, and so it's looped over. And then I'm leaving the majority of my hair hanging out the back. So if your hair is not as long as mine, don't pull your hair through very much because you can always pull out more. Now I'm going to take the hair that I didn't pull through and I'm wrapping it around where you can see the scrunchie. And then once it's in the back, I just am taking the hair and I'm pulling it through underneath the scrunchie. So it's hanging down, but that's okay. If you have excess like that, you can just keep wrapping it around the scrunchie. And I don't care if it looks messy, I'm not really worried about that. I kind of like it when my hair looks more messy. Okay, so now that I've wrapped the extra of my hair around the scrunchie, I'll just kind of pull the bun out till it looks the way I want it to. And sometimes I will go get one of those little baby clips and I'll take this side of the floppy part of my hair and this side, and I'll pull them together and put a baby clip right here so my hair just doesn't move around. But just for the sake of this video, I don't really need to show you guys that so you can see what my hair looks like. So this is bun number 1. It's really easy, and every time I wear my hair like this, people always ask me how I did it. I look like a Who from Dr. Seuss. Every tutorial I ever do turns into some type of like half Halloween costume idea. Like I could totally go and be some kind of Who from Dr. Seuss with this. So another thing I wanted to say about the first bun, another thing that's great about using a scrunchie specifically for the first bun that I did is because this does add some fluff, it kind of does the same thing like a sock bun does. So when you wrap the excess hair that you didn't pull through around the scrunchie, it already gives you extra volume because it has to fit all the way around the fabric of the scrunchie. So specifically for bun number 1, you might want to use a scrunchie for that just to get the volume you're looking for. So this is bun number 1. I'm going to go on now to bun number 2. Bun number 2. I am going to need some bobby pins for this. I think for this one, I'm going to still use a scrunchie. I'm gonna use a fresher scrunchie because that one that I was using is really pulled out. So I'm gonna go grab a new scrunchie and be right back. So I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna try to get all my hair. I like to put my hair, when I'm doing a high bun or ponytail, higher than the crown of my head because my hair is very heavy and thick. And so if I put my buns at the crown of my head, it just falls down within minutes because the weight of my hair pulls it back. So this is the crown of my head, so I like to situate my bun more like almost on the top of my head, how you would picture like a Barbie doll ponytail, because it's gonna fall back because my hair's so heavy. You can do and adjust where you put your ponytail or bun based on what you need, but that's just what I like to do. These delivery guys are gonna be staring at me doing this. Hello, goodbye. So now that I've got my hair like this, I just wrapped the scrunchie around my hair a couple of times and pulled my hair through. Okay, so you can see that my hair is really high up on my head, almost like Pebbles from the Flintstones. If anybody remembers that cartoon, probably not. Or like I Dream of Jeannie. That's totally what this is right now. I'm totally I Dream of Jeannie. I Dream of Jeannie. Anyone? Anyone? Remember TV Land? Does that TV station even exist anymore? I used to watch TV Land like there was no tomorrow when I was a little kid. It wouldn't come on, like none of the good shows would come on till like 11 o'clock. They would wait for all the kid shows to be over, and then I think it would come on Nickelodeon, but like late at night. And it was like I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. Yeah, I used to watch that one. That was a good one too. Or Christina Aguilera, you know. I'm a genie in a bottle, baby. Come on and let me out. Anybody remember that? That was like the early days of like Britney and Christina. Those were the good years. If you didn't get to grow up in the 90s and early 2000s, you missed out, because like early Britney, Christina days were like it. I've got my goodie bobby pins that are blonde bobby pins. And so you're gonna take a section of your hair and you are going to wrap it around. What is that? What is that? Counterclockwise? You can wrap it around counterclockwise. And actually, because I have a scrunchie, I'm just going to tuck my pieces into my scrunchie. But if you don't have a scrunchie, you would take a bobby pin and you would just secure that piece where it doesn't pop out and it stays wrapped around. Okay, so now that I've taken one piece of hair, I'm gonna do the same thing. Just gonna section off another piece of hair. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna be wrapping this piece of hair around where my scrunchie is. I'm just going to go in the opposite direction of where I wound the first piece of hair. So instead of going counterclockwise, I'm now going to go clockwise around the scrunchie. And if you don't have thick hair, a scrunchie might also be good for you for this too, because it will give you the volume you're looking for. So it kind of is the same idea with like a sock bun. So for this piece, I am going to need a bobby pin. So I'm just going to take one and open it up. And I don't know if this is true, but I've seen it a lot on like Pinterest or somewhere, that the wavy side of the bobby pin is supposed to be the side that faces down against your head. So that's how I'm gonna do this. So I'm just taking the end of that hair where it's stopping, and I'm just sliding the bobby pin over it and pushing the bobby pin underneath where my bun is resting. So I'm just basically gonna keep doing the same thing until I'm finished with hair. Okay, so that's kind of what the bun looks like. So at this point, I just kind of like pull at it till it looks the way that I want it to look. But if you don't have a lot of hair and your hair is not thick, this is a really, really great way to do a bun, because since you're wrapping the hair in different directions, it kind of causes thickness in the area where it just causes there to be extra thickness in your bun. I would suggest this for people who don't have as much hair and you want to have that really full looking bun on your head. Bun number 2. Moving on to number 3. And I'm just going to separate my hair into 2 sections. I think this will work with 2. I don't know, my hair's really thick. Okay, so I'm gonna start out with 2, and if it doesn't work, we'll edit to where I go back and fix it, and you guys will never know the difference. So I'm just gonna braid each of these 2 sections. Just a regular old braid, nothing fancy. Hopefully you guys all know how to braid. So this stays braided. I'm just gonna take one of those bobby pins from bun number 2 that I have sitting out on my desk, and I'm just fastening it to the bottom of this braid so the braid doesn't come out. So now I'm just going to take the second section of my hair that I separated off and braid this just like I braided the first section. And no, I don't have extensions, for those of you who are wondering. This is all of my hair, and you can thank my mother and my father for it. That's who I have to thank for my really thick hair and my long eyelashes. Thanks, Mom. Thanks, Mom. Oh, you're the best. So now I'm going to take this braid that I finished, and I'm basically going to be doing the same thing I did with bun number 2, and I'm going to be wrapping my braids around the beginning or root of my ponytail in different directions. So I'm going to take this one and go clockwise. And then I'm going to fasten the end of it with a bobby pin. And then I'm going to take braid number 2 and wrap it counterclockwise. Okay, so now that I've got the braids wrapped around, I'm going to basically be doing the same thing I did with bun number 2, and I'm just going to start pulling till I get the texture and the look of the bun that I want. This is kind of the fun part, and you can get it to look however it is that you want your hair to look. And even if you use a scrunchie like I did, if there's parts of the scrunchie that are showing, you can take any part of your hair that you want to and just kind of, like you can see the scrunchie right here. So I'm just taking this piece of hair and folding it over where I can see the scrunchie and taking a bobby pin. And I'm just going to fasten that fold over part over where the scrunchie was showing so you can't see it anymore. So that's bun number 3. It's also very easy to do. If you don't have long hair the way I do, I think you can always go to like Sally's, and I think they have really cheap just like clip-in extensions. And I've thought about doing that myself for different braids that I want to be really long down my back, but I think Sally's Beauty is always pretty inexpensive and affordable for things. So I think you can go in there and find extensions that you can just clip in for doing things like this. Not necessarily that you would want to clip in to leave in all the time, because I don't know how high quality they look. I think it might look like it's not your hair, but for doing any type of updo, it's hidden in the rest of your hair, so it doesn't really matter, but it still gives you the length and the amount of hair you need to finish the bun or braid or whatever it is you're trying to do. So that's bun number 3, and also the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and that you can use some of these buns to help you guys out in the future when your hair is dirty or when you just want something that looks kind of undone but really pretty. Thanks you guys for watching, and don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.